No inhuman handling of illegal foreign workers by government. Malaysians warn not to be complacent over COVID-19 cases. Good afternoon, I'm Azlani Adani and you're watching Updates at Noon. Senior Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob yesterday refuted claims by certain quarters of the government's handling of foreign workers in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak in the country. He said those who accuse the government of being inhuman should be clear about two categories of foreign workers, namely those with permits and those who entered the country illegally. Speaking during his daily press meet, he said those who have permits are required in the construction, plantation or 3D, dirty, dangerous and difficult sectors are also contributing to SOCSO, as well as complying with international labour laws. He noted that illegal immigrants without permits and employment documents, including those who entered the country via backdoor routes, should not be given special treatment, as they had violated the country's laws and threatened the safety and security of the public.
Kalau nak kata kerajaan Malaysia tidak berperi kemanusiaan kepada parti ini juga tidak betul. Tetapi ianya tidak mengubah status mereka. Bila mereka ada di sini, walaupun kita layan mereka, tetapi status mereka terus kekal parti. Dan mereka tidak berhak untuk berada di negara kita kerana masuk secara haram. Jadi sebab itulah keputusan mesyuarat semalam, kita akan berbincang dengan negara-negara asal mereka supaya boleh mengambil mereka. Kita nak hantar balik mereka ke negara mereka. Ya, kalau boleh kita tidak nak penjarakan pun. Hantar balik kepada negara mereka supaya kita boleh selesaikan isu parti ini. Jadi setengah parti itu ditangkap sewaktu mereka menceroboh masuk ke lorong-lorong tikus. Takkan kita nak berikan layanan istimewa, bebaskan mereka dan sebagainya.
However, the senior minister said allegations that the government was being inhuman during raids and while arresting foreigners under the Enhanced Movement Control Order (EMCO) was untrue. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said the government was addressing the issue of illegal immigrants by focusing on the safety and health aspects with regards to the COVID-19 outbreak, and thus the group was being screened and sent to the immigration depot. Anyone who violates the Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) during the Aidilfitri celebration throughout the Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) period will be subjected to the appropriate action. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said the SOP applies to all regardless of whether they are dignitaries or ordinary people, and it's up to the Royal Malaysia Police (PDRM) to act against the violators.
SOP sama. Tidak ada perbezaan antara kluster kayangan ataupun kluster bumi. Tidak ada. Sama saja. Sesiapa yang melakukan kesalahan akan diambil tindakan oleh pihak berkuasa.
He was asked to comment on a handful of dignitaries who apparently violated the SOP on social distancing and a number of guests allowed at Aidilfitri celebration, as shown on photo they shared on social media. Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri was also asked on the permission for support staff AKP in schools to return to work. He said they have already been directed to work from the office, just like other civil servants. He noted that the Chief Secretary of the government, Datuk Seri Muhammad Zuki Ali, had announced the reopening of government agencies and that civil servants can start work, and the AKP is a part of civil servants. Meanwhile, members of the public who wish to fly a drone during the Conditional Movement Control Order period must first apply and obtain a permit from the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia (CAAM). Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri said this was because the permit would only be issued by the CAAM and not the National Security Council (MKN), Special Committee or even the Special Ministerial Committee.
Pihak berkuasa penerbangan Malaysia, kalau dulu DCA sekarang ni dipanggil Pusat Pihak Berkuasa Penerbangan. Jadi mereka yang mengeluarkan permit untuk drone ini. Begitu juga dengan polis. perlu mendapat kebenaran polis untuk menerbangkan drone. The issue dia berbeza. Ya, berbeza. Jadi kalau dua-dua ni memberi kebenaran, maka mereka boleh menerbangkan drone.
Prior to this, it was reported that all quarters, including the media, had been prohibited from flying drones at any location across the country, while the Movement Control Order MCO was enforced until 12 May. The Health Ministry has issued a veiled warning on the possibility of a spike in the number of COVID-19 positive cases, despite the country recording the lowest number of new cases since 18 March yesterday. Health Director General Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah said complacency among the people and their non-compliance with the standard operating procedures SOPs of the ongoing Conditional Movement Control Order can cause a new wave of the disease in the country. He advised the people to remain alert and not take it easy, with just 15 COVID-19 positive cases reported yesterday, the lowest since the MCO was imposed on 18th March, saying that the war against the disease is not yet over.
Dalam tempoh yang sama, sebanyak 18,303 kenderaan yang cuba merentas negeri atas alasan mahu balik ke kampung dan telah diarah berpatah balik oleh PDRM. Kiranya masyarakat leka tidak patuh dan engkar kepada SOP yang telah ditetapkan, Kementerian Kesihatan menjangkakan akan berlakunya peningkatan kes COVID-19 yang mendadak yang seterusnya boleh mengakibatkan gelombang yang baru bagi wabak COVID-19 di negara kita.
Dr. Noor Hisham said that if the people continue to comply with the stipulated SOPs, the number of COVID-19 positive cases can drop further. On another note, Dr. Noor Hisham said action can be taken under Act 342 or the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Act 1988 against those defying or flouting the home quarantine order issued to them to curb the spread of COVID-19. He noted that individuals who were ordered to observe self-quarantine at home are not allowed to leave their house throughout the quarantine period.
Kalau mereka telah ditetapkan ataupun dikenal pasti untuk kuarantin di rumah, maksudnya mereka kena duduk di rumah, iaitu tak boleh keluar dari rumah. Itulah kita katakan kuarantin. Kalau mereka keluar dari rumah, pergi jogging, pergi pasar, itu bukan kuarantin. Apa yang kita akan laksanakan ialah pemantauan sama ada mereka keluar dari rumah ke tak. Kalau mereka keluar dari rumah, berarti mereka telah ingkar.
Dr. Noor Hisham said this is in response to the possible action to be taken against those who defy the order to observe self-quarantine at home. He added that the MOH will carry out monitoring activity to ensure whether or not those ordered to be observed at home quarantine would leave their house. In the meantime, Health Director General Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah confirmed that no other positive COVID-19 cases were detected from the post-cabinet meeting last Wednesday.
Regards the post-cabinet meeting, all the participants or the members of the post-cabinet meeting were found to be negative. So there's no other cases were detected. So more importantly, the person that have been identified is also been taken care of, isolated, responding very well, asymptomatic but positive. So we are monitoring closely.
Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, who chaired the meeting, is among the 35 participants asked to observe self-quarantine at home for 14 days after the meeting.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Coming up next, police cripple syndicate smuggling drugs to Singapore. Three brothers are feared to have drowned while bathing in Sungai Terengganu, Kampung Kuala Telemong, Terengganu yesterday. Ulu Terengganu Police Chief Deputy Superintendent Muhammad Adli Mat Said identified the three as Umar Iskandar Muhammad, 21, Khairil Firdaus Muhammad, 17, and Khalif Naim Muhammad, 16. Speaking to the media at the scene, the SP Adli said 4 anglers on the opposite side of the river heard one of the victims crying for help at about 6:30 p.m. The group then rushed over in motorbikes, but when they reached the riverbank about 10 minutes later, all 3 had disappeared. He also noted that police have launched a search for the 3, whose house is just about 200 meters from the river. The Ulu Terengganu Police Chief added that the search and rescue party comprised 15 policemen, 18 firemen, and 8 members of the Malaysian Civil Defence Force. 3 men learned the hard way that there's no escaping the long arm of the law despite speeding off in a car for 40 kilometers after being ordered to stop by police in Simpang Pulai, Ipoh, Perak. Ipoh Police Chief ACP A. Asmadi Abdul Aziz said the trio, aged 21 to 26, were arrested at Jalan Cenderia Lama in Tapah when the Toyota Avanza vehicle they were in skidded after police shot their car's tyre. Elaborating further, ACP Asmadi said police, through Ops Tutup, set up a barricade using a car and a lorry in front of the Shenderiang police station, but the suspects again crashed through it, forcing police to fire 3 shots at the Toyota Avanza's right tyre. He said during the incident, traffic police directed the 26-year-old to pull over for using a handphone at Jalan Sultan Nazrin Shah, Simpang Pulai, Ipoh. The driver instead sped off towards Gopeng, and preliminary investigation found that his accomplice sitting in the back seat had a knife pointed at the driver's abdomen so that he would not stop the vehicle due to a drug-related offence. He said the driver rammed through the roadblock in front of the Gopeng Rural Transformation Centre (RTC) and evaded another police roadblock in Kampar. All 3 suspects tested positive for methamphetamine and have previous criminal records. ACP Asmadi said the case was being investigated under Section 309 of the Penal Code for attempted murder, Section 26 of the Police Act 1967 for failure to comply with the authorities' order, as well as Section 42 and 43 of the Road Transport Act 1987. Johor Police have busted a syndicate smuggling drugs to Singapore using courier service after they raided a company in Senai, Johor Bahru. The state's police chief, Dato' Ayub Khan Midin Piche, said following the raid on the courier company on 15th May, police conducted 33 operations in Seri Alam, Kulai and Kluang on 22nd May, resulting in the arrest of 30 syndicate members. The suspects detained were 25 locals, 2 Singaporeans, 2 Indonesians, as well as a female Myanmar national, all aged between 18 and 60. In the raids, police seized 8.4 kg of shabu, 1.29 kg of ketamine, 105 grams of ecstasy powder, 1,430 ecstasy pills, 108 Aramin 5 pills, and 6.1 grams of marijuana, worth about 580,000 ringgit in total. The police also confiscated various jewellery, 9 vehicles, a motorcycle, more than 62,000 ringgit and 100 Singapore dollar in cash, and 3 local bank accounts with more than 85,000 ringgit. The case is investigated under Section 39B and Section 15, subsection 109A of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952, as well as the Immigration Act 1959-63. The police are still hunting for 4 more suspects in the case. Individuals from the B40 target group, as well as persons with disabilities yet to receive the free My Freeview decoder set, are urged to sign up through the dedicated channels before the deadline on 31st May. The Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) in a statement said that individuals could check their eligibility and fill out a form with their personal details such as name, identity card number, full address and telephone number. In a statement released, MCMC said the service is available via the website www.mytvbroadcasting.my/B40 or by calling the MyTV care line at 1-800-18-1088 or 1300-806988. According to the MCMC, as of 25th May, a total of 157,276 individuals from the B40 and disabled groups had registered themselves to receive the free decoder. The statement also said that nationwide delivery of the decoders would be done in stages beginning in June. This initiative, which is being implemented with an additional provision of 300,000 set-top boxes borne by the government, aims to ensure that no one is left out in terms of access to information and entertainment in a free and easy manner via high-quality digital TV broadcasting. That's it from us this afternoon in our top story: no inhuman handling of illegal foreign workers by government. News on 2 comes on at 7 this evening. Till then, I'm Azlani Adani, and thanks for watching.